right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the championship game in the Irish Cup. We are back at the Compton Family Ice Arena. Unfortunately, the girls don't get to play on the big ice. They're doing cross ice games over there for the 8U, and they're so little. All right, so we are playing Indiana Elite. We tied them yesterday morning. But no matter how this game ends, it is the end of our season. And what a season it has been. The girls on the season are 36, 11, and 10. Over, let's see, how many games would that be? Or let's say over 65 games. I'm not real good with mental math here. That'd be 46, 50, 46, 47. About 57 games. Goals against for us. On my hockey rankings, they have it as 64 goals against. I don't believe that counts the games that we've played this weekend because they update every week. But with the goals this weekend, between Quinn and Millie, they've only given up 3. So 57 games, 67 goals against. The girls have scored an amazing 164 goals, including this weekend's. That'd be 164 plus 9. So 173 goals against. This has been an amazing team. The chemistry you see on the ice is also off the ice. They love their coaches, and they love each other. Say the parents are pretty awesome too. Give us a little pat on the back. Yeah, it's kind of I don't know if it's because I'm on the seat or what. So yeah, it kind of looks like the screen's drunk, but it's really not. Because as you spin, not really. But I think it's okay. I mean, if we go this way, you can see the clock. Because it's tipped, then when you go this way, you can see the clock. So, yeah, when I was doing it yesterday, I felt like a little crazy, but kind of works out. Yeah. I did mess with the leg a little yesterday. Maybe. Yeah, I think it's going to just be the way it is. I think it's just going to be the way it is. So, all right. Miss Scotty Cash is running the camera for me today. We're just trying to figure out angles here. All right, so out on our starting line, we've got Alyssa Lai taking the drop. She's got Benny and Molly out with her on her wings. Lily and Tess will be playing D. All right. Lily's going to pick that up. She's going to try to pass it up to Benny. Benny's going to pick it off the boards. She's got Molly in the middle. Molly's going to try to pick that up. Indiana comes out with it. Lily's playing D. It's a shot across the crease. Molly's going to board battle that. She's got her player pinned. Benny's going to pip that out. Indiana's going to pop that back in the neutral zone. I don't really know what that was. All right, line change here. We're going to have Birdie and Ella out on D. Ava's going to take the drop, and she's got Tegan and Kaylin out as her wings. All right, Ava's got that on her stick. Indiana's going to pick that up. Kaylin's going to get that. She's tried to center it We weren't quite ready. Birdie's going to keep that in the zone, and she's going to, Indiana got in front of her. All right, but I think Ella's going to pick that up. She's going to pop that back. Quick whistle there.
Is there a way to make it a little, so it's not like,
Is it tense? Yeah, we'll just.
tight, yeah.
Oh, that one. Okay, yeah, it's this one on the side. It'll make it go smoother.
Perfect.
Yeah, now that your hand's on it, you're good. Okay, Indiana's got it, trying to get it to the neutral zone. It's probably going to be icing. Yep. Great. Another line change here. We've got the Mackenzie coming out to take it, and she's got Benny and Mila with her today. Lily and Tess are out on D. All right, Mackenzie's going to win that over to Mila. Indiana's going to pick that up. All right, they're racing in the zone here, but Lily's going to kind of cut off the angle. Millie is in net for us, so she's going to stick that away. All right, Mila's trying to get that out. Doesn't quite work out, but now Indiana had to take it out and pull out the zone. So, all right, let's see. Tess, I think, is going to pick that up in the corner. Tries to pass it up to Benny, but Indiana's going to get that. She's still battling. I think this time she's going to try to pop. Nope. All right, Benny's going to pick that up. Let's see if she can pass it over to Mackenzie, and does. Mackenzie gets it into the neutral zone. All right, Tess is going to pick that up, and she's trying to get it out of the zone. Indiana is bunching up on her there. All right. All right, Lily's going to pick that up. She's going to take it behind Millie, pop it along the boards to Mila. Takes a weird bounce, so Mila isn't able to reach it. Indiana's going to put a shot towards the net. It's going to go wide. They're going to pick it up and try again. Lily's there running the D. They pass it, and Tess is going to get that out. They keep trying to put it back in there. All right, come on, girls. Let's get it out of the zone. All right, let's see. Back in the neutral zone we go. Jackets are going for a line change. Mackenzie's going to chase it down to apply pressure while everyone else changes. In comes Molly and Kaylin. Icing. That will allow the rest of the line to change. Birdie and Ella are out on D. Alyssa's going to take this puck drop. All right. Jackets are going to get that over towards them. Molly's going to pick it up behind. She's trying to center that. Indiana's back in possession of the puck here. It's in the neutral zone. They're passing it to each other. We've got Birdie and, Kaylin's applying the pressure. Molly's right there to disrupt. All right, we've got Ella in front and Millie with a glove save. The Indiana seems to have come out a little more awake than us so far. All right, Alyssa's going to take this puck drop, and she is going to win it over to Molly. Molly's going to try to skate it out of the zone, and will. Now the foot race is on. All right. Indiana's got it. Alyssa's putting pressure on. She's got Molly trying to poke it away, and she will. Kaylin's going to come in and get that, and she's trying to center it up. Indiana's going to ring it behind their goalie. Indiana picks it up off the boards. It's back in the neutral zone, but Ella's going to pick it off her stick. Indiana's got it. Now Kaylin's got it. She's going to get it back in the neutral zone. She's trying to pass it up. All right, Alyssa, offsides maybe? It was right at the blue line, but right where the wall is, so I think it was offsides. 9:02 left in the first, 0-0 Jackets. In comes Ava Beach, Tegan, and Mila. Lily and Tess back on D. Ava is going to win that puck over to Mila. Indiana comes up with it, though. Tess is going to get that back in the neutral zone, and then Indiana is going to be offsides. All right. Ava's going to take that face off. Indiana comes out with it. All right, I think Lily's going to pick that up and, yep, and take it behind the net. Unfortunately, an Indiana player was right there. So Millie's down, blocking her posts, or hugging her posts, I should say. Lily's going to come out with it. She's going to skate it out of the zone, and I think that's a good thing. Now she's going to flip it in, but she had the blue line, so now it's a foot race to the corner to pick that puck up. Girls are setting up their play down in the corner, and it is hard to see. In that corner, we're looking through like 3 panels of glass, so... All right, it's back in our zone. Lily's going to take it behind Millie. She's going to try to get it out, and Mila helps it along. It's back in the neutral zone. She's got Ava and Tegan. She's going to put it towards the net. Tegan's going to be in a foot race, try to pick that up in the corner. Ava's providing support here off the wall. Ella's got it. She's going to take a shot towards the net. Leg pad saved by the Indiana goalie. Ava's going to back. Oh, she passed it back. Mila almost had it to get a shot on goal. Birdie's got it. She's going to center it. All right, Ella's got it, but she had to come out of the zone. So Jackets back. Wow. Was it off? It looked real close. All right, line change here for the Jackets. We've got Benny and Molly out with Mackenzie taking the face off. She wins that back to Ella. Ella's going to get it in our zone, nice and high. Benny's in a foot race to pick it up off the boards. All right, let's see. Back in the neutral zone. Birdie's going to pick that up. Now we are offsides. Yep. Yes, that player is very fast. Yep. All right, Mackenzie is going to, well, I think Indiana won that one. It's in the neutral zone here. Ella is going to pick it up. She's going to look and see who she's got. She passes it to Birdie. Birdie is going to center it up. Ends up going to an Indiana player, but Ella picks that off. Molly gets a stick in there. 6:55 left in the first period. Puck's back in the neutral zone. All right. Indiana's going to pick that up, and it is a foot race between Ella. She's going to win that. She gets her body between the player and the puck. All right, let's see here. Indiana has the puck behind the net, but they're trapped between Ella and Birdie. All right, Indiana comes out with it. They're going to throw it to the side. All right, Ella's going to pick that up in the corner. She's got some time. She's looking to see. She passes it over to Molly. Now Molly's in a foot race here to pick that up off the wall. Indiana picks it off her stick, but she's still putting on the pressure. They take it behind their goalie, which gives us time for a line change. Tess and Lily are out on D. All right, offsides. All right, forward line is going to change here. We got Kaylin, Alyssa, and Ava out. Ava's going to take the drop. Ava wins that to the side. Indiana's going to pick that up along the boards. Alyssa is trying to get her stick in there. At least she didn't trip her. All right. Uh-oh. Indiana's got a shot towards Millie. Over the net. All right, Ava's going to intercept that pass. Can't quite wrangle it. Lily's in a bit of a battle down in the corner. Ava's helping her out. Puck's still along the boards. Let's see here. Oh, Indiana comes out with it. Pass and a nice play, but saved by Millie. All right, forward line change here. It's going to be Mackenzie out with Mila and Tegan. Birdie and Ella coming in on D. Mackenzie's going to win that back to Ella. Ella's going to take that behind Quinn. Oh, no. Changed her mind. All right, she got in the neutral zone, so everybody's skating out. Indiana's going to get that, but Tegan's hot on their trail to put pressure on, and does. Mackenzie's going to pick up their pass. She's going to put a shot towards net, but I think someone got hit with the puck. All right, let's see. Bit of a battle in the corner that we don't have a clear shot of. Shot towards the net. Indiana goalie gets a glove on it. The girls are still putting in pressure. We're back in the neutral zone. Birdie has it on her stick. We get out. She passed it to Mila. Mila's got Tegan. Indiana gets it back. They're in the neutral zone. Ella and Birdie are back on D. They put a real high shot on Millie just to get it in the zone. They're trying to do a centering pass. They're back in the neutral zone. Mila's putting on some pressure. Puck is all by itself, and now it's out of play. Oh, nope. Stayed in. Looked like it was going in our bench. All right, Indiana's trying to set something up. We're doing a line change. Molly's out. All right. Indiana's doing a nice job of keeping their positions. They do a real nice job with position play. And Ella's got that on her stick. She tried to get it to the neutral zone, but hit a player's feet. All right, all right, it's in the neutral zone. Oh, man. Got caught a little off guard. Millie with the save. They're trying to get it. They're not going to get it in. I'm not sure how many times Millie just saved it, but Molly came out with it. She's got it in the neutral zone. It's Molly and 5 Indiana Elite players. We're doing a line change. Benny's out. Alyssa's out. Lily and Tess are out on D. Indiana has it. They're trying to set up a shot. Molly's going to literally do like a slide to block that puck. Benny's going to pick it up. She's got Molly on her left. She also has Alyssa skating along beside her, but Benny's got a head of steam. We are back in our zone. Molly's posted up at the net waiting for a pass. Benny's skating it around, trying to get it to her. Let's see. All right, Alyssa's going to pick that up on the boards. A bit of a board battle, ends up with Tess. Tess is going to try to center it, puts it towards the net. Indiana goalie's going to glove that. 3:11 left in the first period. It is still 0-0. Yeah, well, if you turn it this way, like, oh, I see what you mean. The post is right there.
Not to be too picky,
Yeah, it's really irritating that they have this right where they do.
I think that's good.
No, it's still, the goalie is like right there. All right.
Is it okay?
Hang out. We'll adjust it at the interim. All right, let's see here. We have got, Ava's going to pick that up. Oh, Ella's going to come in, stick on it, and she does, but Indiana comes out with it in the neutral zone. Ava's back on D. Birdie's back on D. Shot towards the net. Millie's going to block her, save that. Birdie's in the corner battling for the puck. She's going to take it behind Millie, pop it around the player. Now we're going to see who picks it up. Indiana picks it up in the corner, sends it back around behind the net. We are on Olympic-size ice on this side, so it'll be interesting to see as the game goes on if the girls start wearing out a bit for both teams, really. All right, Ella's got that. She's going to skate it. She's got it in the zone. She's got Ava beside her. She's got several people open. Ava's got it. She's going to dump the puck so they can do their line change. Mackenzie's, that might be Kaylin, actually, that just chased that down. Yep. Mackenzie's in. Benny's in. We're going to be offsides. Kaylin got knocked down and just couldn't quite get back on her feet. 1:45 left in the first, 0-0. Either way, helps us complete our line change. So we've got Mac taking the face off. She's got Mila and Benny out there with her. Battle in the neutral zone here. Let's see who comes out with it. Jackets get it towards the Indiana goalie. Indiana's going to pick it up behind their net, though. They're going to ring it around the boards, but Lily's going to pick that up and ring it right back. Benny's going to pick that up. Mila's in the center. Tess is back. Tries to pick it off the stick. Indiana is going to send it in the zone, but it shouldn't be icing. I think it definitely got touched. Lily's going to get there first and ring it around behind the boards. Indiana's got it. They center it, but Mac picks up the pass in the middle. All right. Back into the corner the puck goes. Tess is going to pick that up behind the net and going to take it behind Millie. She's going to try to pass it over to Mila. Mila is battling for it in the corner. Mac's going to pick that up. She's going to skate it out into the neutral zone. She's got Benny. 49 seconds left. All right. Indiana's taking it behind their goal. Benny's putting on the pressure. Birdie's going to pick it up, try to get it to the center. Indiana, it just feels like they're all over the place. They're everywhere we try to pass it. Ella's going to pick that up. Oh, goodness. I don't know what Ella's. Okay, come on, Ella. Let's get it out of the zone. There we go. Into the neutral zone it goes. 22 seconds left. She's making me nervous. All right, we have got our line in of Alyssa, Molly, and Benny completed her change, so Kaylin's in. 16 seconds left in the first. All right. Indiana's going to win that face-off, but Ella's going to pick it up behind the net and try to pass it up to Kaylin. Kaylin's going to pop it out, so it goes in the neutral zone. We have 8 seconds left. Indiana gets it back in, but they're offsides. All right, let's see. Ooh. End of the first period. All right, let's see what we can do here. All right, we're up to 27 viewers. If I put it up a little bit, that helps.
Just want to make sure they get their money's worth.
No, that's not taping it. I think it. No, but. All right. It seems severely tilted that direction. Yeah, I mean, but it tilts either way, because then when you go this way, it like tilts a little bit more. But
What? You can see the goal.
yeah, if we cranked it up, there we go. So I'm like, I just needed a minute to like, all right. I can't call the game and do that at the same time. I get confused. All right. Here we go. Tell your dad I'm posting the link.
Oh, you did? Okay.
No, I'm doing it right now. I just saw his thing. All right, here we go. We have Alyssa, Molly, and Benny. Or nope, Kaylin out on forward. Back on D is Lily and Tess. All right. Kaylin skating that through the neutral zone. Indiana's going to try to pick her up, but she does have Alyssa and Molly both squaring up at the net. Alyssa's going to pick that up. Nobody was there. But Molly's trying to keep it in. It's back in the neutral zone. Tess is putting pressure on the Indiana player. All right. A little bit of a foot race here. Kaylin's putting it in, using her body to block the pass. Molly passes it to Alyssa. Alyssa tries to put it towards the net. Indiana has a stick down, blocks that. All right. See, puck's back in the neutral zone. Lily is in a battle here at the boards. Indiana's going to come out with it. Indiana tried a centering pass, but it passed the player. All right, let's see. Lily and the girl in front of the net are tied up together. There we go. All right. Indiana is behind Millie right now. They're battling in the place that you cannot see it on camera. Let's see. Tess has got it. Indiana's got it. Now we're coming out with it. Indiana's got it back. They're putting a shot towards Millie. Millie's going to stick that off to the side. Lily and an Indiana player picking it up. Now Kaylin's got it. Her and Alyssa are trying to get it out of the zone. They're in a bit of a board battle. All right, Indiana comes out with that. Lily's got her player tied up, which is right in front of Millie. Millie has a leg pad save. Not sure what is going on with this one Indiana player, but she's down on the ground. Wow. Excellent save by Millie. She had a ton of people in front of her, and the girl shot it from the dot. Well, I guess the dot's behind the blue line here, but either way, she shot it out from the point, and Millie got it. She couldn't trick her. 11 minutes left in the second. It is 0-0. Line change here. We have got out Ava with Mila and Tegan. Another shot on goal, saved by Millie. Tegan's got that. Up, back to Indiana. All right, Ella's going to pick that up. She's going to try to get it out. Indiana just has, like, sticks everywhere we don't need them. All right. Birdie's going to try to pick that up, and she's going to ring it back around the boards. One of our players picked it up, but then Indiana ended up with it. Ella's battling behind the net. She's gonna try to get that out. She pops it back to Tegan, but Indiana has a stick on it. All right, let's see. Millie's gonna stick that away. Ava's gonna pick it up behind. She's gonna ring it around the boards. Mila is gonna try to. Mila and this girl are battling. I can't see quite what happened there. Birdie's got it. She comes out with it. She gets it back to Mila. Mila's gonna try to send it along the boards, get it out. We cannot get it out of the zone here, girls. All right, we keep trying. And Indiana somehow still keeps it in. Daggone it, kept it in again. All right, but Ella's got her stick down. She blocks that shot. Let's see here. Girls are battling, sticks everywhere. All right, Ava is gonna, I think, be able to get this. She's gonna skate it out into the neutral zone. She passes up. Indiana ends up with it. They end up with it again. Ella and this girl, she's fast. She's really, really fast. Our girls are trying to get it out, and they will. Ava's got it. She's going to get it right on the blue line. She's going to pull it out in the neutral zone. She's going to try to get it up to Tegan. Doesn't quite work out, but it's in the neutral zone. We're trying to get it in the zone. Ella is going to pick that up and just fling it in deep, which gives us time for a line change. We do a full line change. Mackenzie's out, Benny's out, Molly's out, Tess is out, Lily's out. Benny's gonna pick that up at the blue line. She's battling at the boards with it. Mackenzie's there to help her. Molly's posted up at the net. Oh, just over her stick. All right, we're gonna try to pick it up in the neutral zone. Can't quite. Indiana's got it. They're trying to skate it through. All right, let's see. 8:37 left here in the second. It's still 0-0. Lily's in the corner picking it out. Let's see. One of our girls picked it up. I think it's Molly. Nope. Yep, Molly. All right, now Mackenzie's got it. She's going to skate it through. All right. Tess steps up to pop that through. All right. Tess is going to get that back. Mackenzie, she's got her stick out there. Just couldn't quite get it. Back into the neutral zone we go. Indiana picks it up. They're doing a line change. Let's see. Mackenzie's going to skate that behind Millie. But, man, Indiana has got some speed on their team. So they're really keeping it foot for foot with our girls. We are down in the corner where I can't see much. I can see the girls, but I can't see clear enough to see, like, who it actually is. All right, Molly's going to pop that into the neutral zone. Indiana takes possession of it, skates it down to the corner. Lily's going to pick it up. She rings it along the boards behind Millie. It stays in. Girls, I need you to play on the other wall. All right, let's see. Into the corner. Mackenzie is going to take that. She passes up to Benny. Benny's got it. Benny is going to try to fling it out. Mackenzie's going to pick that up. She's skating it through the zone. She's got Molly with her, but, man, Indiana is right with Mackenzie. She tried a centering pass. Benny and Molly were both ready, but Indiana got a stick on it. All right, let's see. I think Ella's going to keep that in. She's just going to shoot from the far point. Oh. All right, this game is a very, very even match here. Indiana was a little more dominant in the first period, but the Jackets have come out here and they're putting on the pressure. They've done a good job stepping it up. 6:42 left in the second, still 0-0. Birdie's going to pick that up behind the net. She's going to take it along the wall. Alyssa's in. So I think we got Benny and Molly went off for their line change. So we have got Kaylin in with Alyssa. Who else is out with her? Ava. So Alyssa and Ava Kaylin are both your forwards. Birdie's chasing the girl down on the wall. Alyssa's going to pick that up as Birdie's giving her pressure. And we are definitely going to have a power play. And it'd be really great if we made it through the season without a concussion this year. All right. All right. I think Alyssa's staying out there, so she must be okay. All right, so Alyssa's going to take the face off. Ava and Kaylin on our wings. Alyssa's going to, she's tied up her person. Jackets come out with it. Kaylin's going to pass or shoot towards the net. She's going to pick that up. She has got, come on, girl, center it up, center it up. All right, Lily's going to put that towards Ava. Come on, girls. All right. Tessa's going to keep that in. Ava's there. Tessa's got it between her feet. Oh, Indiana comes out with it, so all the jackets are out. Alyssa's in a bit of a board battle here. Kaylin's going to come out with it. Back and forth over the blue line. Lily is going to shoot that towards Ava. It's down in the corner. 50 seconds left in the penalty, 5:26 left in the second. All right, let's see. Lily's got that. She's going to put it towards the net. Ava is there for the redirect. Doesn't quite work out. Kaylin's going to pick it up. She's going to center it to Ava. And there is a lot of pushing and shoving. Well, I think we're going to have several penalties now. I think Ava decided it was worth it. She just skated herself right over. It's probably going to be offsetting. So line change is a good idea here. It'll still be jackets on the power play. They just did offsetting penalties. All right, so Mackenzie's going to take that, and she's got Mila and Tegan. Tegan, she won it over to Tegan. Tegan's going to put it towards the net. We've got Birdie and Ella out on D. Birdie's going to pick this up. She's going to put it towards the net. All right, let's see here. Oh, I got to end up in the neutral zone. Bit of a foot race, but Birdie's going to pick that up. She was playing a little deeper just to keep the breakaway from happening. All right, Mila, we've got it in the zone. Tegan and Mila up back in the neutral zone. Right now, Tegan and Mila trying to get back, so we're not off. Mackenzie gets that out. All right, let's see. Tegan's going to put the pressure on for number 12. She does a good job there. All right. Ella's going to put that towards the net. Mila was tied up, so she couldn't get away to pick it up. Indiana has killed the first penalty. Now we just have the offsetting in the box. 4:26 left in the second. It is 0-0. Ella's going to pick that up to keep the breakaway from happening. She's going to put it back in the zone. Girls are going to chase it down. Icing. We are up to 29 today. Awesome. All right, so line change here. We have Alyssa, Molly, and Benny on forwards. I think it's Tess and Lily out on D. Alyssa, I don't know if she won that or not. All right, she's gonna try to pick that up. She's gonna get it. Molly's gonna take it across the blue line. She's got Benny right there with her. Let's see how. Oh. All right, we are chasing it into the corner. Indiana's going to get it up, but Tessa's going to get a stick on it. Alyssa's going to be right there. She's got Molly ready to go. If they can get it to Molly, she's got a good opportunity. Indiana's got it. Well, Lily's back there for D, and Millie is going to freeze that. 3:44 left. Our two girls are now out of the box, skating to the bench. 3:44 left in the second. Still 0-0. Our offensive line's going to stay out there. Molly, Alyssa, and Benny. Birdie and Ella in on D. All right, Alyssa, I don't think she won that. I think Indiana won that. That's right where all the glass is, so not a real clear view. But Ella has got it. She's trying to pass it up to Benny. Benny is gonna, nope, couldn't quite get it across the blue line. So Alyssa picked it up behind her. She's skating with it. We need somebody to get up there. She's trying to get it towards the net. All right, Indiana's got it. They're skating back. They tried. We're gonna have icing, I think. Yep. .316 left in the second. If I had to guess, I think this is going to get more and more physical as we go. I think it's going to get more and more physical as we go. Yeah. Yep. Well, and I don't know. I'm going to guess for both teams, this is probably the last game of the season. All right, out on offense, we have Ava, Kaylin, and Mila. Bit of a battle here in the neutral zone, trying to get possession. Birdie and Ella are back on D. Indiana's got it. Birdie breaks up what that player was trying to do. Right now, the players are tied up. All right, Mila has pinned her player. Ella's gonna get a stick on it, but pops it right back into the pile, right into Mila's gut. Mila and her player were stuck together. Literally stuck together. You could see the girls trying to figure out why they were connected. All right, let's see. Kind of funny stuff. All right, puck is back in the neutral zone here. Kaylin's gonna try to stick that away. Indiana gets it back, but they are called for offsides. 2:12 left in the second, 0-0. All right, out on offense, we have Molly, Mac, and Tegan. Mac's gonna, well, she won it, but ended up popping it. Oh, Molly's picking it up. It's Molly and the goalie. Come on, Molly. Oh, a little high over the net, but she's gonna go around, pick up her own rebound. She's got Mac right in front. She's got Tegan right there. Did not work out. Oh my gosh, that was probably some of the best scoring opportunity we've had. Mackenzie tried to backhand it to Molly. All right, Indiana got it. Lily's in the chase. She's probably gonna get called for a trip. The Indiana parents are pretty upset that she did not get called for a trip. Are they? So the good news about having a headset on is I can't hear a lot of the jawing that happens in the crowd. Good or bad, I don't really hear it. But I can see arms flying in the air for the bench refs. I can see that. All right, centering. All right, shot towards goal. Went a little wide. Millie was ready. They're trying to do the wraparound, but the girls got a stick on it. Got it out. Tegan has lost her stick. Indiana's going to put it towards net. Millie's going to cover it. Oh, I'm sorry. We've switched goalies. That's Quinn. Sorry about that. I'm doing a real good job of paying attention to the net. That is Quinn Greiner at net for the second period here. All right, line change here. We've got Ava and Alyssa, and who's out with them? All right, Alyssa tried to block the shot. Millie's trying to cover it, and she does. As you can tell with our forward lines, we are just, I cannot figure out the rhyme or rhythm. Sometimes we have an odd number. Right now, Alyssa's playing wing. She was playing center. And Ava was out there playing wing, and Alyssa was center. So I'm not sure I have to really pay attention to who's out there. All right, let's see here. A little bit of a battle where I can't see. Puck's in the neutral zone. Ava is going to pick that up. They've got Benny out there with them. So it's Alyssa, Ava, and Benny. Ava's trying to get that over towards the net and does. And now it's back. Ella is battling with her defensive player. All right, Ella's going to keep that in. We're down in the corner. All right. Let's see here. Ella's going to keep it in again. She's going to try to get it towards net, which was a good idea. Leg pad save. Was a big rebound, but since it was almost out of the zone, we didn't have anybody quite there. It's back in the neutral zone. We're offsides. .19 seconds left in the second period. We've hit the number of 30 viewers. Whoop, whoop. Happy Sunday morning. All right, out to take the puck drop here, we have Mackenzie. On her wings will be Kaylin and Mila. D is Lily and Tess. 17 seconds, Jackets are going to come out with that. Mila's skating with it into the neutral zone. Mackenzie, there's a bit of a board battle here. Stick down, Mila. There we go. They're right in front of us here. All right, it's going to pop out, but we've got 2 seconds left. I think the whistle, yep, signal the end of the period. All right, 0-0. Top of the third. Beginning of the third. Kind of a baseball call there. It's been a very balanced game. We knew it would be. And I would imagine this third period is going to be pretty passionate, with it being the last game of the season for both teams. They're playing for a championship, but I think probably even more meaningful is that it's the last game of a really great season. All right, here we go. Yeah, a little bit, just in case you're not aware of the makeup of the team, most of these girls will go up in age level. We've got, out of the 16, 17 girls, I believe only 6 are 2014s and will be back for next year. The rest go up to 14U. Mackenzie taking the face-off. It's going to go back to Indiana. All right, Lily is going to keep that in the neutral zone. Mila's battling at the boards. We have Quinn in net. Her and Millie must have done half and half for the game. All right, Indiana's going to put that, trying to make a pass. Mackenzie disrupted it. Mila's going to put it back into the neutral zone. All right. Indiana's going to come in. I think that must have been offsides, maybe. 12:28 left in the third. Score is 0-0. Now, Scotty, if this ends 0-0, do we know, is it overtime, shootout, overtime? Okay. 4-on-4 overtime? Okay. Just wondering. Okay. All right, Ella. Girls are trying to get it on net here. Indiana has picked it up. All right, out there right now we have Ava, Tegan, and Molly. We were offsides, it looks like. Birdie and Ella are back on D. All right, Ava's going to take the face off. She's going to win it over towards Molly. All right, Indiana's going to come out with it, but Birdie is applying the pressure. She puts her body in front of the girl and the puck. Birdie comes out with it at the boards. She gets it back to Molly. It's going back and forth along the boards. Ella's going to try to pick that up behind the net. Indiana's going to come out with it. Ella gets a stick on it to disrupt. Yeah, they're going to call Ella for that. I'm going to guess roughing. Maybe boarding, but probably roughing. Jackets are going to go on the penalty kill here. All right, for the penalty kill, we are going to have out. Oh, Quinn is giving some direction to our defense. Wonder what she has observed. All right, so Tess, Alyssa's taking the face off. Tess and Lily and Benny are out there. I'm not sure what happened here. They just kicked Alyssa out of the face-off circle. All right, so Benny took the face-off. Alyssa's going to come in to block that shot, though. All right, let's see here. Indiana's on the power play. Lily's going to pick that up. Benny and Alyssa. All right, let's see. Our girls just look a little discombobulated at the moment. Let's see if they figure it out. They've got it back in the neutral zone. Alyssa's trying to hold that in. I think they called them offsides. Okay. All right, they are switching out Benny and Alyssa for Mac and Kaylin. Probably good. Benny and Alyssa, they had a little miscommunication happening there. So, all right, let's try this. Lily is going to pick that up off the boards behind Quinn, trying to wing it up to Kaylin, and she does. Kaylin gets it out into the neutral zone, so Indiana has to come out and regroup. All right. Our girls are trying to pick it up. Lily has got it on her stick. She's going to skate it behind Quinn. 11 minutes left in the third. All right, let's see. Oh, Quinn's going to cover that and freeze it. We've got 38 seconds left in the penalty. 10:55 left in the third. 0-0 is our score. We're going to do another line change. I think they're just trying to keep the girls fresh. So we've got Birdie and Mila out there. Kaylin and Mackenzie stay in. Mac's going to win that. She comes back with it here, puts it to the boards. Birdie is battling for it, and Indiana's going to come out with it, but they've got to skate it behind the net. Mila's going to get a stick on it. They're passing it up. All right, girls, block those shots. Got a stick down. Quinn's going to block that, and Quinn has it covered. 10:35 left in the third, 19 seconds left in the penalty. Jackets are still on the penalty kill. We're going to do another line change here. It's Ava and Tegan coming out. Birdie and Mila staying in. Ava's going to win that over to herself. She's going to skate with it, which she's got the zone here. She's got a couple players in front of her, but this is a great way to kill the penalty. She's going to backhand it. Indiana's got it. 5 seconds left in the penalty. They're going to fling it back. Mila got a stick on it, so this will not be icing. Birdie is on the foot race, and she's going to win it. She's going to take it behind Quinn. She gets cut off behind, so Indiana comes out with it. But Ava and Birdie, they pick the puck off the girl's stick. Mila's going to try to pick that up and get it out of the zone. Penalty is killed. 10 minutes left. All right, let's see. Jackets are on full power, so we've got Tegan, Ava, and Ella just stayed in for D. Okay, that makes sense. All right, and puck stayed in play. All right, we'll get a line change here. Let us regroup. Tess and Lily are going to come in on D. We've got Alyssa, Benny, and Molly in on offense. 9:47 left in the third. All right, Alyssa's going to win that, but Indiana's going to end up with it. Tess has got it on her stick. She's going to get it in the zone. They call icing. Somebody brought a cowbell. I now hear that. I hear the cowbell. If any of you know me, I can't stand a cowbell, a loud cup, anything that makes an obnoxious sound. All right. Let's see here. Lily's going to get that. She's trying to get it out to Molly, and she does. Puck's back in the neutral zone. All right, let's see here. Indiana's going to pick that up, but Benny's going to pick it off the boards. She's got Molly and Alyssa there with her. Alyssa's skating towards the net. Molly's backing up Benny. Molly has it right now. Tessa's got it. She's trying to get it towards the net. Tessa's going to skate back out into the neutral zone, pick it up. All right, Lily is going to get that, and she is going to shoot it over to Molly. Molly's going to carry it into the neutral zone. Molly's got Benny. She's got Alyssa behind her. She's going to take it across the blue line, tried to get it to Benny. It didn't quite work. Well, Molly just took a shove to the back. All right, Tessa's going to get a stick on that. Her and Alyssa are trying to keep it in, but it ends up back in the neutral zone. Lily is going to pick that up, and she's going to, couldn't quite get it in. Oh, Alyssa just whiffed. All right, there she goes. Now she's got it in the neutral zone. She got it up to Molly. All right, but Indiana came out with it. Benny's on the foot race. She's going to get a shot off, but Quinn is going to leg pad save that and cover it. 8:29 left here in the third. Jackets doing another line change. Ella and Birdie out on D. Let's see who our offensive people are. We've got Mac, Tegan, and Kaylin. Mac's going to win that back to Ella. Ella is going to pass that up to Tegan. Tegan's going to skate that into the neutral zone. She passes it up to Kaylin, but Indiana got a stick on it. So Indiana does have possession of it, but the girls are putting on pressure. Birdie's going to keep it in. She's going to toss it towards the net. Gives us a minute to regroup here. Caitlin's going to pick that up, tries to center it. Indiana picks it up in the middle of our pass. They pass Indiana with a nice pass up to one of their girls. They're going to shoot, but Quinn has a leg pad save. Over to the boards. Mackenzie tries to pick it up, ends up back in the corner. So Ella's going to pick that up and take it behind the net. Ella's skating with it right now. Then she tries to pass it up, and Mackenzie gets a stick on it to get it back in the neutral zone. Girls are putting pressure on. All right, let's see. We are in our zone. Tegan's got the foot race going. Kaylin picks it up, tries to put it towards net. It was bouncing, so went back into the corner. All right, Mackenzie's going to pick it up in the neutral zone, passes it to Caitlin. Indiana player picks it up as it's bouncing around there. Indiana's trying to set something up. Girls are putting pressure on. Ella's going to pop that out. All right, Caitlin gets a great stick on it, pops off the stick to get it back in the neutral zone. She's going to dump and change. Tegan's going to chase down just to put the pressure on while everybody else changes. Ava and Mila, Lily and Tess are out. Mila picked it up, puts it towards net. Ava's on the rush here, pick it up in the corner. She gets it back to Lily. Lily is going to put it in the air to the goalie. The goalie covers it. 6:50 left in the third, 0-0. All right, we've completed our line change. Benny is now out with Ava and Mila. All right, let's see. Into the neutral zone we go. Indiana's got it. Lily's back on D. Tess is, they put a shot on goal to Quinn. Chest save. 6:36 left in the third. All right, Ava is going to win that over to Tess. Tess is going to hit it off the boards, and Lily's going to try to get it out of the zone and does. Benny's on a foot race chase. She's going to get it off the Indiana girl's stick. Mila is posted up at, I think one of our girls, sounded like somebody took a hit, but I don't see an arm in the air. Okay, Indiana's skating with it. Lily is going to chase her down, make her force a decision. Ooh. All right, she's going to pass it back. Wide shot, but Benny was ready with the block. So, all right, Mila's got it. She's got it back in the neutral zone. So Indiana's going to have to come out. They're going to have to regroup. All right, Benny is putting the pressure on, and she's disrupting. Doing a good job disrupting here. All right, Indiana's got the possession of the puck. High shot. All right, let's see. Girls need to put some pressure on there. Way too much time to line up their shots. All right, Ava's going to get that out. Thank goodness. All right, going for a line change. We got people out of gas. All right, Molly's out there. Kaylin's out there. Alyssa's out there. And our defensive line is now Birdie and Ella. Battle on the boards. Alyssa's going to pick that up. Offsides? Yep, must have been. 5:20 left here in the third. It's a very weird feeling. I'm cold, but I'm stress sweating. Like my palms are sweaty. I'm like, it's a very odd feeling. Okay, all right, battle at the boards here. Molly's gonna take that puck and skate it into the Jackets. I'm gonna call it the wrong thing, offensive zone. But either way, Molly's posted up at the net. Alyssa and I believe it's Kaylin or Benny are battling in the corner. It's going to come out in the neutral zone, but Birdie's going to pick that up with it on her stick. All the Jackets are out. Birdie's going to dump it in the corner. All right. Ella's going to keep that in. She's going to put it towards the net. She's got Molly there. She's got Alyssa. Oh, dang it. Indiana comes out with it. All right. Birdie's putting the pressure on. All right. Kaylin is going to ring that around the boards. Alyssa's going to pick that up and take it, loses it off her stick. They put it towards the net. So down in the corner. Kaylin is going to be battling with Indiana for it here. Ella's going to pick that up. She's going to sling it out into the zone to Molly. All right, Indiana got it. Molly just blocked a pass. Indiana comes up with it. All right, let's see. Come here, girls. All right, Birdie's got it on her stick. Alyssa literally is running defense for Birdie. She just totally blocked that girl so Birdie could make her pass. All right. Indiana's got it. Little bit of a breakaway, kind of. Lily was on the line change, but this girl, it's going to be rough. The wide shot worked out for us. Indiana is, they caught us on the line change. And, all right, we got Molly, Tegan, and Alyssa are still out there. Molly and Alyssa are putting the pressure on the girl with the puck. She just kind of outskated Alyssa there. She got a shot on it, but Lily's going to clear it out. Quinn saved it. We picked up the rebound. Indiana's got it again. All right, come on, girlies. Ella is going to pick that up in the corner. She's got Alyssa. Alyssa's going to deflect to Mila. Alyssa's going for her line change, so I believe Mackenzie's coming in. Mila's skating with it. Puts a shot towards the net. Tegan's trying to keep that in. They're right at the blue line there. It's back in the neutral zone. Mackenzie's going to come out with it. She's trying to pop it up to her line mates. All right, Mackenzie has it again here. She's going to pop it into the zone. The chase is on. All right, Tess is there. Tess didn't get the puck, but she did stop the girl. So Lily gave Lily time to drop back. Indiana, 2:39 left in the third. Indiana scored. All right, line change here for the Jackets. Ava's going to take the face off, and she's got Molly and Betty out on her wings. Birdie and Ella out on D. All right. Ella's going to pick that up, and she is going to skate it and look for her open person. Passed it to Benny. Indiana's got it. Birdie's on the chase. 2:24 left. All right, Ava's going to try to pick that up. Birdie's going to come out with it. Birdie's skating with it. She's got Benny, she's got Molly, and Ava all like right there with her. She's going to try to put it on net, and does. Molly's going to pick that up. She's trying to center it. She's got Ava and Benny ready to go. All right. All right, let's see here. All right, Jackets are going to come out with that. Molly's got it on her stick. She gets it to Ava. Indiana got their stick down, so blocked our pass. All right, Birdie's going to come up with that. Indiana's got it. Ella's running D, keeps it in the neutral zone. All right, 1:35 left in the game. Ella's going to pick that up. She's going to skate it behind the net. All right, let's see. She's going to pass that up to Benny. Benny is going to deflect over to Kaylin, who's now in. Benny's going for her change. Kaylin is skating it deep in the zone. She's got Ava there to help her. It's back in the neutral zone. Yeah, we're offsides. She tried. No lack of trying to get back. 1:13 left in the game. 1-0. Jackets are down. All right, we have in Kaylin, Alyssa, and Mac. Alyssa's on wing. Mac's going to take the face off. Mac's going to win that to the ref. Ref definitely took a couple sticks to the ankles there. All right, icing. Timeout. Timeout, Blue Jackets. I think they're going to pull the goalie. If I had to guess, it's going to be a goalie pulling moment. They're giving us a nice long timeout. And that is what we are doing. We have no goalie in the net. All right, we're going out with better be good. We got Mackenzie, Kaylin, Benny, Ava, Ella, and Lily out. Come on, girlies. Ava's taking the face off. She wins it back to Ella. Ella tries to get a shot off. Mackenzie's got it. Mackenzie swings, gets it towards the net. Whistle. We're going to do it all over again. All right, Ava's taking the face off this time. She did not win that one. Oh, man. Oh, shoot. Come on, Ella. We have no goalie in the net. Ella's going to wing it towards the 46 seconds left. 46 seconds left in what has been a phenomenal season. Let's see if the girls can take it to overtime. All right, Ava's taking the face off. Girls are down. She wins it back. She wins it to Lily. Lily puts it towards the net. Oh, man. In the corner now. Ava's got it back. Shot towards net. Kaylin's going to pick it up. She's going to try to center that. Ava's going to pick that up. She's trying to center it. She's got Benny and Mac. Mac's got a stick on it, trying to get it in. Indiana has possession of it right now. Benny's putting on the pressure. Ella's going to take that. She's going to whip it back towards the blue line. Called icing. That'll put a goalie back in net. Quinn is going to go back in net. And we got to pull off one of our skaters here. They're going to pull Kaylin. So it's going to be Benny. Ava's taking the face off. Mackenzie's in. All right, win that back to Indiana. Indiana whiffs on it. Benny's got it. Benny's going to skate with it. It's her and one player. We've got 11 seconds left. Down to 10. All right, they're going to down in the corner. I can't see. 5 seconds. 4. Still battling. Girls take a shot. Ella's got it on her stick. Oh. Heartbreaker for the Jackets. Heartbreaker for the Jackets. 1-0 loss for the Jackets. The end of a phenomenal season. Phenomenal season. There's probably going to be some tears, but I don't know that it's necessarily that they lost. I think it's going to be that the season's over tears. This was a tournament we added on. Otherwise, our season would have ended like 2 weeks ago, but all the parents voted. We had enough availability for the girls to come add this tournament on, and I don't think anybody regrets it. Also, a big thank you to our coaching staff we've had this year. I think it's about the best coaching that your money could buy. This game, they had all their coaches. Marty LaRoche flew into town last night. Dan Cousineau's been here all weekend. Kevin Kaselak. And Allison. I'm not sure how to say her last name. Do you know how to say Allison's last name? It's like Anagram or something like that. I have to look. But either way, Brian Park as well on bench for us all season. And it's been phenomenal. Also, big thank you to Quinn Greiner for coming to help fill in for us because Millie couldn't be here for everything on Friday. So We also, Kerrigan is wearing a big hoodie. Here we go. This is Miss Kaylin Sass. I don't know if you can hear the announcements, but that's Mackenzie Cash, number 7. Number 10, Ava Beach. Number 11, Mila Park. Number 13, Tess Cachet. Number 16, Quinn Greiner. Number 17, Bennett Cousineau. Number 23, Emily Bernadette, aka Birdie. Number 24 is Lily LaRoche. Number 28, Ella Bruck. Number 33, Tegan Schoenfeld. Number 43, Alyssa Lai. Number 55, Molly Huber. Millie Ferianchik. So the announcer is actually asking our coach how to say these names as they come up, so which is great. I think they gave player of the game to Millie. I think our MVP is Kerrigan. What's interesting, some of these girls do know each other. They, I believe I mentioned it yesterday morning. They, some of the Indiana girls, because they are a mid-AM team, they come and play in the Spring Fest we have. So some of these girls are probably going to see each other in about a month during Spring Fest. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching and safe travels.